Good evening, everyone, and happy Sunday. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. We begin with breaking news. Officials identify man found stabbed to death in Hillsborough. Autopsy results show that a man found dead in Hillsborough home Saturday morning died of a stab wound. The Attorney General's office announced. Officials on Sunday identified the man as 51-year-old Brett Wilson. They said Wilson was found dead at 25 Old Henniker Road, Unit 1, shortly before 3 a.m. on Saturday. On Sunday, an autopsy was performed on Wilson, and the manner of death was ruled a homicide. Everyone involved in the incident has been identified, and there is no threat to the public, the Attorney General's office said in a press release. No arrests have been announced. Wilson's last known address was in New Loudon. Officials are asking anyone with knowledge of his activities in recent days to contact State Police Sergeant William Bridge at 603-271-3636. Sorry about that one. And we will keep you updated as we get more information into our newsroom. Tsunami set off by volcano eruption kills 222 Indonesian. A tsunami believed to be triggered by a volcano erupts killed at least 222 people Indonesians during a busy holiday weekend, sweeping away hotels, hundreds of houses, and a group of people attending a beach concert. Building is significantly damaged in Lancaster fire. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
An investigation is underway into what caused a fire in Lancaster earlier today. That fire started around 1 this afternoon at the former Lancaster Hardware building on Main Street. You see those intense flames there. Officials say that building, as you can imagine, is significantly damaged now. No one was inside at the time as it was being used for storage. Crews say the warmer weather helped as they worked to bring that fire under control.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Open or closed? Here's how National Parks services are faring under the shutdown. Let's take a listen to the video.
U.S. national parks will remain open, but with a skeleton staff through the current federal government shutdown. According to Reuters, GOP governors in at least 2 states are also working to make sure public restrooms in the parks get cleaned and visitor centers stay open as well. The National Park Service said parks will remain as accessible as possible, in the same way as during a 3-day government shutdown in January 2018. Some conservationists have warned it was safer to shutter the parks entirely, saying it's unrealistic and dangerous to think parks can remain open with only a skeleton crew.
Okay, and there you go on that video. White House, Trump would accept less money for border wall. Top White House officials signaled Sunday that President Trump is willing to accept less money than he's been demanding to build a U.S.-Mexico border wall. But a senior congressional Democrat said that while their own offer could be sweetened, they still will not agree to a wall. Shelter caring for 36 German shepherds in animal cruelty case in need of donations. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Mike Cronin.
This is Freddie, a cheerful, playful dog who loves toys. He's one of 36 German Shepherds being cared for by the New Hampshire SPCA. They've all been at the shelter now for about a year.
They're getting as much as we can provide for them. Obviously, it's not a real home, so.
Last December, 36 German Shepherds were killed in 2 separate fires in Bristol. 9 were rescued. Then weeks later, property owner Jennifer Choate was charged with animal cruelty after 22 German Shepherds were found with no heat or fresh water in her Alexandria barn. 1 had puppies, bringing the total to 36. She was convicted over the summer, but is appealing. So the dogs are in limbo, and by law can't be adopted until the case is closed.
Money is the biggest thing that we need, because with that we can buy prescription diets that some of these dogs need. We can buy medication.
That's where donors like feednh.org come in. Today, the organization dropped off a check for $5,000.
I'm a huge animal lover. Nicole's a huge animal lover. My wife's a huge animal lover, and it just felt like the right thing to do.
I know they're being well taken care of here, but let's try to get them to get this story over for them and get them into good, happy homes.
The SPCA is trying to keep up with the day-to-day operations on top of caring for the 36 German Shepherds. They're grateful for any donations, cash, food, or even toys, making life a little easier for dogs like Freddie.
Volunteers are constantly here. We have volunteers that even if they can't walk them, will sit in the room and read to them.
And if you'd like to make a donation to the shelter, visit this story on WMUR.com. There you'll find a link to help with the care of the dog.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we will share this article with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page, so you can click on that link and help care for the dogs. DHS can't spend money from Mexico for a wall, Mickey Melvan says. The president's incoming chief of staff said Sunday that any money for the border wall would have to come from the Treasury Department, saying the Department of Homeland Security can't actually spend money from Mexico. And that's it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night, everyone. Bye.